Okie dokie. Hi, you guys. And guys and gals. I swear every time I want to say that, I just seriously, my hand goes up instantly. Jazz hands. Is it jazz hands or is it jazz hand? I think it's jazz hand. We have this is the 1st of December. A suspicious person, 1200 block of Kirk Drive. Complaint of suspicious Facebook post. No report. Now they're going to Facebook and doing this now. Well, they've been doing those, like blackmailing people for nude photos and things like that. It's been going down. Nefarious stuff. We got Lewis Street and Jefferson. 2-vehicle accident, blocking, no injuries, report taken. There's that Jefferson Street. Remember, I was telling you that something's going down. Ooh, look, there's another one on. Look. There's another one right after that on Lewis. Tires slashed. Okay, so vehicle accident, no. And then, literally, not even 15 minutes later, tires slashed. They don't say what block, Lewis Street and Jefferson. They don't say what that was, but then we have a traffic accident. Vetch and Adams. Moscow PD, an ambulance and fire responded for an injury accident. Brandt Brothers and Moscow Auto towed the vehicles. So Brandt Brothers, those are the same ones that towed the cars from the 1122 as well. Accident, hit and run, Elm Street, Kappa Alpha Theta. Vehicle just hit another car and then took off. Last seen heading towards 6th Street. Officer responded, clear, report taken. That'd be interesting. So there is, coming up here, there's going to be a lot of interesting accidents. I mean, it sounds like people are doing it on purpose, if you ask me. It's just like they're out for blood or something. It's weird. So we've got a disabled on Troy and Logan. Truck and trailer broke down on the roadway. MPD responded, clear, no report. A welfare check out there on Palouse. Requesting a check on a friend, states the friend's husband recently passed. Oh, that was that suicide. I don't know either. Hasn't recently passed. Has not heard from her since 11/20. So I don't know when it was. A couple days ago, or before this, the end of November. There was that. And then there was a call that this woman wanted to go check on her because she was crying and having, which of course she would be. Oh man, I wonder. I looked in to see, the obituaries, and I didn't see anybody around that time. So, so 11/20. So it's earlier than that. Okay, so not heard from her since 11/20. Oh, so this one was. Maybe I'm jumping ahead of myself. Maybe I've already read the one about the one coming up. Maybe not. I should probably not read those ahead of time, just because I'll get all confused. So from here on out, I will not do that. Stray animals. Police court reporting a brown dog that has been running around. RP now has custody of him in his apartment. Oh, that's cool. Non-injury traffic accident off 5th and Blaine. RP slid into another vehicle. Non-blocking, report taken. Oh yeah. So there's a lot of, it must be really icy out there coming up too, because there's a lot of people sliding all over the place out there. So we've got an unconscious person, 800 block of Kennedy, Moscow PD, ambulance and fire, clear, report taken. So you guys remember, this is about the time where they're doing all those, the pledges are coming in and they're doing the hazing stuff. From what I've read and watched, it goes on between November and February. And so this could be one of the, the guys that they got hammered. What they do, they holler at them to come down for one reason or another. Then they tape their feet, or they put hands behind their back, and then they put so they can't see, a blindfold on them. And then they put them in a big vehicle with a bunch of guys, and as they're driving them out, usually 2 to 3 miles, is what I've been reading, and then they just have a beer bong down their throat, and they're just pouring pure alcohol, like vodka or rums, like their go-tos. And then they, the person does not know where they're at because they're blindfolded, right? And so they put them out of the car and, coming down from their room or wherever they, came to once they were, called. They might not be wearing like proper shoes or coats or anything like that, but they take them the way they are. And then they put them out of the vehicle, and they tell them, and I mean, of course, I believe they untie their hands. Hopefully they do. I think they do, and take the blindfold off. But they're still confused because they don't know where they're at. And these are freshmen. These are kids that have just gotten there, have only been at school so long. And they're probably, since they're there, they probably haven't gone and looked out around the city or anything like that yet. So they don't have any idea where they're at. And then they tell them, see you back. You got to get back there. So see you back. We'll be partying. We'll be waiting for you, whatever. So they take off, and this kid is out there, hammered, blinded, drunk, sick, cold, and even colder now because of the alcohol. And they are meant to walk back to the fraternity where they were just taken from. So that's in winter weather. That's nuts. And this one right here, this slip slide, and it was really slippery around this time because there's lots of sliders. So that unconscious person, at least hopefully they're okay. They took them to the hospital, so hopefully they're all right. Some of them don't make it. Civil calls, 1200 block of Lynn Avenue, states his daughter is making false comments about him on Facebook. Oh, so we got all back up here on Facebook, right? Complaint of suspicious Facebook post. That's Kirk Drive. Huh. Interesting. So his daughter's making false comments about him on Facebook. That's wild. Non-injury traffic accident, 600 block of North Alman. 2-vehicle accident, non-blocking, no injuries, no report. Let's see. Kenneth, I've not heard that street, I don't think. Lost control of his vehicle and is currently stuck in the yard. No property damage to the home, no report. We get black ice here, and so black ice is nothing to mess with, and I'm certain that although it's a little drier in Idaho, which makes it not so bad, but still it's slippery if it gets a little bit of wet. Non-injury traffic accident off 400 block of East D. Driver's vehicle slid into RP's yard, no damage to the home, report taken. Wow, so these two, one after another. Non-injury traffic accident, Garfield and East E. Driver hit a parked car, RP trying to make the driver stay. The driver didn't want the RP to call, no report. Probably because they might be hammered. Non-injury accident off Steiner, RP slid and hit a sign. RP off the road and no injuries, no report. Oh my goodness, lots going on. Traffic violation, West Pullman Road and North Line, eastbound. Reporting a driver that cut him off. Officer advised, no report. It's a road rage time this time of year, too. Abnormal behavior off Ash Street. Male screaming outside Vandal Health Clinic. MPD responded, clear, no report. Male screaming. Why are they always screaming? I mean, I've been around a lot of drunk people in my life. I bartended for years, and I don't remember once, really, to tell you the truth, that they're just out there screaming. That just seems odd. Yeah. Traffic violations, Latah County Fairgrounds. Driver did donuts in the parking lot about 12:50 today. No report. Well, you got to have fun sometimes. Not as long as you know we're going to hit anything. Non-injury traffic accident. Troy Road off Napa Auto Parts. Advised of a non-injury accident. Another one. Clear. Traffic hazard. Reporting that a bus driver with the transit center told her there is a trailer impeding the lane of traffic. Moscow responded, clear, no report. Suicidal person, Hawthorne Village Apartments. Request check on son who is schizophrenic. Officer responded, no report. Now this particular one, the schizophrenic person, is the one in the beginning that was, a lot of stuff was going down out there, right in the beginning. There's a lot of stuff, or right prior to it, actually. of the Idaho sting. I forgot about that one. Might have to look that up. Civil calls, 1900 block of White Avenue. There we go again. There's that abuse going on, right? That was the last one I read. Request to speak with an officer about a civil issue. Okay. North Jackson Street and West C, reporting a rear-end accident. Not blocking. Another accident. Now this one's weird, I think. Oh wait, no, this is not the weird one. But there's one at Nez Perce that is weird. So Nez Perce, you guys know that's where the frat is up there. RP is wanting to report a hit and run that occurred around 3:40 p.m. today. Report taken. Parking problem, East McKinley. Complaint of vehicles that have been left for a while. No report. These kids just like, what do they graduate school and just like jump a plane and never come back for their vehicle? Domestic dispute, 400 block of North Almond. RP and wife were verbally fighting. No orders in place. Wants to speak to an officer about it. No report. Almond. So down there, you know, where Thomas shot the place up. Noise complaint. Joseph Street playground or playfields. Reporting someone riding around in a four-wheeler doing donuts in the parking lot, going on at least 30 minutes. Them's having fun. Those four-wheelers, man, they scare me. The accidents that you've seen happen on those, or I've seen, not pretty at all. Very, very dangerous. You got to know exactly what you're doing on those. It's, even when you know, sometimes you still can't. You don't come out, you know, all in one piece. A traffic accident. Unknown injuries at the Moscow Cemetery. Complaint of an accident. Nope. Report. Another one off Troy there. Animal complaint. Complaint of a dog in a car for 30 minutes. Vehicle left prior to arrival. Oh, and it's that cold out there. They're sliding around. That's got and you know how that is. Like if you go into a house that's has the heat off, it's colder in the house than it is outside. In my opinion, it always burr. Same with cars. Traffic violation South Washington Street and East 3rd. Vehicle swerving into the other lane and almost caused multiple head-on collisions. Dang. That sounds like it was like someone playing around, not just like, you know, actually just lost control and couldn't pull out of it, but welfare check, 500 block of Indian Drive, requesting welfare check on his son. Officer responded, no report. 500 block of Indian Hills, usually we see them in the higher ups, but I think around 600, I know there's apartments or like duplex type places you can buy up there. Non-injury traffic accident, Quail Run Drive in Franklin. Officer responded, no report. Third party. Reporting party's daughter called and told her she slid down the hill and hit a tree. Oh my goodness. My. You know, you can imagine, like, I mean, who knows? Maybe this girl just got there from, well, actually, if they live there, sounds like they might live there. So, but imagine, like, someone just coming there from somewhere that's not cold like this, going to school, and, like, the first time they drive, it definitely takes some experience on something like that. You know, you don't just go out there and just drive and think you're going to be okay, because that's not how it works. Not on that ice. Not injury traffic accident, Blake Avenue and University Avenue. Complaint, 2-vehicle accident, not blocking. Officer responded and a report was taken. Slip sliding away. Everybody's sliding all around. Intoxicated person off East 1st in North Adams. Said there's a very intoxicated male walking along the street that has fallen multiple times. Officer responded, unable to locate. This again reminds me of like at the hazing thing. Hopefully this person ended up being okay as well as like the other person. Hopefully they were okay. I mean there were EMS and stuff got there, but this person unable to locate. That's not good. Especially that cold out there. Threatening off 1800 block of East F. RP and his girlfriend have been receiving threatening messages. Report taken. RP and his girlfriend have been receiving threatening messages. Gunshots off East 8th and Harrison. RP heard a pop, pop, pop outside. Unable to locate. No report. So weird reading these, and like almost like you're reading identical to, last year. So weird. Traffic violation off West Pullman Road, Staples. At least 4 vehicles doing donuts in the parking lot. Yeah, you don't want to be getting a whole bunch in the parking lot doing that, because that's when it becomes dangerous. Like what are they called? Demolition derbies. All those are pretty fun to watch. Controlled substance problem off Logan. Can smell marijuana coming from the duplex below his. Oh yeah, that smoke rises. No report. Traffic violation off East F, Hamilton Aquatic Center. Complaint of vehicles driving erratically. Officer responded, no report. Can you imagine how many times these officers have to go out because of these college kids out there just having a heyday, whipping around? Domestic dispute, 1080 West 6 up in the Walls Complex. Complaint of a verbal fight with her ex-boyfriend. Officer responded, no report. So this is down right by Almond, so this might be the same people, but the Wallace Complex is like right next to there. Disorderly conduct at the Slice Tap House. A man whom the reporting party believes has mental issues is being belligerent. RP has asked the male to leave once trespassed. Officer responded, no report. Not good. Disorderly conduct, Friendship Square, so that's right down there too. Reporting a very large homeless male is getting into people's faces and yelling aggressively. I wonder if that's the same person. Because if they trespassed him, he would be, moving. And that's right down there in that area, the Friendship Square on the East 2nd. Noise complaints, diner in Hawthorne. Hearing group of adult males near the bus stop yelling racial slurs and being loud. What jerks. God, people grow up. I mean, it's just unbelievable to me that it just really is. I mean, even kids yelling that, but adult males, get a clue. Oh, here we go. Ooh, 500 block of Queen. So she got arrested. Arrested the female for DUI. Report taken. So there was another report. There's been lots of reports. So there's one about they're fearing for a puppy that they have in this apartment, right? There's one about lots of domestics, lots of banging going around, and there's lots and lots of reports on this particular one. But one of them came in when it was the male's brother, I think, and reporting that he thinks that the female is abusing the male, like hitting him and stuff. So I found that kind of interesting, and I've seen that happen before. I mean, it's not as uncommon as people think, put it that way, where the female's abusing the male. Yeah, because some males just, won't, she could be a lot bigger, and he could be like, some smaller guy, or he could just be, not want to hit back type thing, because he's, because you really shouldn't. But man, if someone's beating the crap out of you, I mean, you got to stick up for yourself, right? I mean, you don't have to, I don't know. That's a rough one. It's a rough one, I'll tell you. Okay, so that was the first, right? Yes, it was. Okay, so we will go to, it's 18 minutes. I'm gonna do them one at a time, because they load up so much faster and it's so much easier. Because it takes, the other day, that last one I did, it took almost 2 hours to load that thing. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason to it, but I don't know if they're maybe monitoring, checking them out better. I'm not sure, but it was like, golly, every time I looked over, I was like, it was driving me nuts. I was going to do some report because it wouldn't load. Ugh. Anyway, so I think I'm going to keep them down to at least, 25 and under. So I'm going to let this one go as it is. Okay, I'll be doing the next one right after this. Thanks. Let me know what you think about all this weird stuff going on. There's a few crazy ones. I want to know what people think about the Queen apartments. I want to know their thoughts on that one. That's the main one I've been wondering about. All right, you guys take care. Thanks for listening, and thanks for supporting, and all that good stuff. Have a good one.